Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome, Soras, Philos, friends, Rowas, Rosebud, Sigma Gents, anybody, everybody that's watching us out there in YouTube land. Welcome back to Captivating Conversations. I know we were off for the whole month of December, but excuse me, the whole month of November. But hello, we were celebrating 100, and sis is tired. I told you I'm in grad school, and it's a lot of stuff happening in my world right now. So we were off, but now we're back. Here we are with Madam YSC, Sor Naraya Swails. We are talking with her today as we wrap up for the month of December. So this will be our only airing this month, and that's okay because it's the holiday season and we want to spend time with our families, i.e. me, you know, for the holiday season. So Thanksgiving was great. Christmas is coming up. My birthday's in January. Hint, hint. That is a national holiday. In case you didn't know, January 14th. If you want to send me something, holla at your girl. There's my email address. All right, here we go. So let me get my intro on, okay, of our YSC because she is what? Doing it. All right. So she came in spring 2021. So she got there just in time for Centennial, y'all. She got here just in time from the Theta Row chapter, which is Cleveland State University. She currently serves as her chapter bacillus. She also serves as the vice president of NPHC, and she is the current YSC, which means that she is what? Busy on
Mhm.
top of being a student. She's a student first, okay? Student first, and she busy. So she has executed and planned many community service activities, including Central Gives Back, which was a really big deal. And I want to commend you on that because it was all over social media. So I
Yes.
hope y'all gave back because Source was talking about it at Indy. It was just like, oh, I gotta get this done for Central, blah, blah, blah. I gotta get this done. We was out here doing it. So commend her on that because that was a big deal. And a lot of stores was talking about it at the Boule celebration in November. Operation Big Boot Bag, Project Cradle Care, and the Women's Wellness Initiative. And she, of course, embodies greater service, greater progress. And she is in school to be a nurse and she wants to become a pediatric nurse. That means she's going to work with all the little smell good babies when they first be born and be like, oh, skin to skin. That's going to be her job. She's like, welcome, little one, to the world. All right, let's give her a round of applause. Woo!
Yes, yes, yes.
Welcome to the show. Now, are you done with finals yet?
Oh, I actually have two more finals left and I take them on Monday. And then I'll be done for the semester.
Okay. So just so you know, y'all know we pre-record these shows. So by the time this airs, she will be done with her
Yes.
semester. She'll be at home relaxing because officers get breaks too, which means that she is gonna be what? Not
Restless.
occupied with no sorority stuff while she's on Christmas vacation. Everybody's taking a break. All right. Thank you, Madam YSC, for coming to the show. I appreciate you. We
For
are
having
going
me.
to jump right in. No problem. You know, I love undergrads and y'all be giving me life. And when I say y'all was giving life at Centennial, just like, check out these babies. Oh, they so cute. I was living for it. It was a whole experience. And if you were not there in Indy, I understand everybody couldn't be there, but it was definitely an experience to be there. And it was high on the emotion range.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't there. I feel bad for you.
It was high.
There.
Yeah. It was high on the emotion range. And we get lucky because we live in Central, so it's close to us. So yeah, but anywho's, so we're gonna take it back and do a throwback to season one with our YSC. So we're not talking about anything that she does other than what I already mentioned. We're not talking about her position or anything like that or her plans for the future. None of that. We are asking fun questions to get to know her better. So, what is a little known fact about yourself that you would like to share?
I love to travel. I have traveled to 13 countries. That's always
Ooh.
my fun fact when people ask my fun fact. But I started traveling like out of the country when I was 18, and I've been traveling ever since. So that is something I enjoy. I'm actually going to over break, I'm going to Mexico and Europe. So that should be fun.
You going, wait, you going to Mexico and Europe in 3 weeks?
Yeah, so like I'm going to Mexico
Okay.
for Christmas, and I'm
Okay.
going to Europe for 2 weeks in January.
Oh,
So I leave
nice.
New Year's Eve, and I'll get to Paris on New Year's Day.
Okay, so what are these 13 countries? You don't have to name them all, just give us a couple. Or your
Um,
favorite ones that you've been to so far.
okay, I'll do my favorite. So
Okay.
my favorite, Paris, France, Cairo, Egypt,
Ooh,
Montego
nice.
Bay, Jamaica. I love Jamaica so much. I've been in Jamaica 3 times. Like I love Jamaica. I don't know why. It's just a vibe.
It's the people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's the
Um,
people. It's a lot of stuff. If y'all ain't never been to Jamaica, just go. Cause
yeah,
I've been
it's
myself. And it's just a different energy. They
yeah.
have different energy, but that's like most islands, they
Hmm.
have different energy.
And
So
most recently, over actually leaving Bule in July, I went to Thailand. So right after Bule, I went to Thailand, and I loved it so much. That is definitely a place that I would go back and visit again. Although it takes a long time to get there. Like it took me like 30 hours to get there, which is very long.
yeah, I mean, well, it is literally around the
On the
world.
world.
So it's
So
like you're here. Thailand is all the way over.
literally there. Yes. It was so long. And then there were 12 hours ahead. So like my days were messed up. But
Hmm.
I had a great time in Thailand. I really enjoyed it. And definitely a place I recommend.
So, can I get on your travel plan? Like, what does this got to do to travel like
Oh,
you travel? Because I mean, I
no
travel,
passport.
but
Need your passport? That's it.
I got a passport, sis. I got a passport. What
Oh, stay home.
what we doing? I'm talking about affordability. And see, I got adult living that I do. You still in college, so your adulting ain't really kicked in yet.
I know. Well, it has lately, and I'd be like, this is what adulthood is about. Like, this is not
Mm.
it for real. Like, I
Like,
went
didn't
to
I just pay
school.
y'all last week? It seemed like
It's like
I just paid you.
that's how I be when it comes to rent. And like, I went to the grocery store. I spent $100 on like maybe like 15 items, and I'm
Mhm.
like, $100? You know,
Welcome.
$100?
Welcome.
That's a round trip ticket to Atlanta. $100.
Welcome to adulting. Just wait till you have like, a mortgage and homeowners insurance and you
Like,
gotta pay property taxes and all that other kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Woo! More adulting. Okay, listen. If y'all ain't got y'all passports, sis is showing y'all up. I'm just saying. I got a passport. They got stamps in it. Okay. So I
hello.
mean, she's showing me up a little bit because I haven't been to 13 countries, but I've been some places. Okay, I've been around. Are you going to Ghana? When we go to Ghana next year?
I want to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still debating only because it's over Christmas and like I gotta figure out what my plans are.
You
So I
just
do.
said you're going to Paris on New Year's.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have to figure out where I'm going next year. Like,
Okay.
do I want my winter break trip to be Ghana or do I have other plans for somewhere else? You know? But
And you graduate in
I'm thinking about
24?
it. Yes, I graduate
Okay.
in 24. But I have been thinking about it. I think it'll be really fun. So yeah, I don't know yet. We'll
Okay.
see.
All right. Well, get your travel coins together. I mean, because we'll talk about that offline because I want to know, but I'm gonna get the inside scoop for myself and I may share it with y'all later. All right. So what is your favorite moment that has happened since you became a member of the organization?
I think the obvious is Centennial celebration. Like,
Yeah.
I think beyond everything that I have celebrated or done, I definitely think that Centennial has been the best. Like both
Hmm.
delay and Centennial weekend, I was fortunate enough to attend both. And I was just on a high from July. And then in November, it was just so much fun. Like, and it gives you that like adrenaline rush kind of like to be going to bed at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and getting up at 7. Like, to me, that's kind of crazy.
That was
But
me.
like, but that's really like in July having to go to bed late but getting up early to sit in a session. To me, that's crazy. That's like me going to bed, pulling an all-nighter and going to class. Like, but you were excited to do it versus like when you come to class, I be having to drag myself out the bed. When we were at Boulay, I'm up bright and early, like
Just
ready.
like it's time to go.
It's like, let's see what they got next for us, you know?
What we doing today?
So I would definitely say Centennial Celebration. They did a great job with planning that and executing that. I could not imagine how long it took. Like, and the fact that it went through multiple Grand Bachelor, like, shows that it was that amazing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I would definitely say that's my favorite moment. That listen, that surpassed being elected YSC. Like Centennial was everything and more. And like I said before, I really feel bad for anybody that could not attend because it's not something that you could hear about. Like you just had to be there. Like you
Yeah.
literally had to be there. Literally
Yeah.
one time to be alive. So
Yeah, I agree. It
enjoy
was not it wasn't something, it's like that's especially the July celebration. It was like that's not one of the things that you wanted to hear about. That's one of the things that you wanted to witness.
yes.
So you're welcome as a member of of one of on the planning committee. You're welcome. I was on my committee for over 2 years, so you're
Wow.
welcome. It was,
Y'all
I mean,
and
yeah.
like, come on now.
I mean, past Graham Lovelace, she said it um at Founders Weekend
Mm-hmm.
that, they started back in 2014.
Yeah.
So
So
it was a journey.
yeah.
A journey. And
Our membership grow too from 2014
yeah.
to 2022. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. Cause I know a lot of our memberships spiked, especially like during Centennial, like between
Mm-hmm.
fall 21 and spring 22, even fall 22. Like our membership just spiked. Like everybody wanted to be a member during Centennial.
Now, because we got Fantasia, everybody's just
I want to
like,
be a member,
it
period.
ain't no Sigma Gamma who no more. It
Right.
ain't Sigma Gamma who no more. Because, some people was big mad. But
Yeah.
anyways, they were they were big mad, but that's okay. Yeah, it was Centennial. It was a time, just a time, like you said, it was a time to be alive because it was one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed in my tenure of being a member. I'm almost a Ruby, so I got three more years to go, and then I'll be a Ruby status.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Well, over 10 years.
yeah, I'll be 19 December 13th.
Okay, your Sigma anniversary is coming up.
It is. It is. It's
Y'all
right.
better have some gifts. They have some cash apps.
Listen, okay, because thank you. All right. She said it, not me, but I'll receive that. Amen. What is your favorite food?
I actually like seafood. I love seafood.
Okay.
Like it was a point in time where I was eating seafood every day, which is bad, but that is my favorite. I really love seafood.
So what kind of like shrimp, crab legs, lobster,
I,
clams, mussels?
I've actually never tried mussels.
They're good.
I love shrimp and crab legs, and I also like seafood boils. Like I was
Mm.
that way for a long time where I was going there every day after school. I don't know why, but I was getting one every other day. But yeah, so I really love seafood.
Yeah, I would say if you mussels, they come, you can get it from the grocery store where you can buy them. All you have to do, it comes with like the sauce and everything. All you gotta do is put it in a pot with a little water so it steams.
Mm-hmm.
So you could try that first. But mussels are really good if you do like a white wine, a white cooking wine, and then you season it with like some garlic, some fresh lemon, a little basil, some parsley, steam it, good to go. A little Parmesan cheese, just a sprinkle, in there, just a sprinkle. Because they open up like when you cook mussels, they
Mhm.
open up. So when you steam them or you like saute them or whatever, when you put them in a pot, you have to put a lid. You should put a lid on it and just let them sit there, and then they'll open up, and then you can eat them that way. So you don't have to like try to pry them open. They'll open on their own. So
I'm gonna have to try those.
yeah, they're good. I love mussels. They're really good. Or you take the meat out and then you could even do like linguine noodles. I do this sometime. I'll make the mussels and then I'll take them out. I'll take the meat out. I'll put some linguine noodles in the sauce
Mm-hmm.
and then just put the noodles in the sauce and let them sit there, soak it up, and then I take them out, put the mussels on top, and then pour the rest of the sauce over it.
Okay.
Delicious.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah. Mussels. Get into it. Get into it. They're really good. So we kind of already talked about this traveling a little bit, but since you've been like to a bazillion and five places already, where's some place that you would like to go that you have not been to as of yet?
I actually had South Africa and Ghana listed. Now Ghana has
Okay.
been on my list for about almost 2 years now. So I do want to go to Ghana eventually.
Mm-hmm.
I also really want to go to South Africa.
Me too. Did you watch that show on Netflix? The South African with like the South African, I can't think of what the name of the show is, but it was like a reality series about all of these like affluent South Africans, like music producers and actresses and stuff like that. It's really good.
No, I did not actually.
It's on Netflix. It's just like,
No.
oh, they have drama like everybody else. It's really good though. It's really good. The one lady, she was a trip. Like she lived in an apartment, but her teenage daughter lived in her own apartment, but it was next door to each other.
Okay.
I thought that was a little weird.
Yeah, that's different.
When I was a teenager, there was no way that I would be living by myself. I mean, because, my mother would not allow that because then somebody would have been dying somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So it was interesting, though. It's on Netflix. I can't think of the name, but if y'all think of the name, drop it in the comments below. I don't know. I don't remember, but it's on Netflix. It's really good. So South Africa, check. That's a long flight, too, just so you know. It's like almost a full day of flying.
Really, my aunt actually used to live in South Africa.
Oh, wow.
For, I think 6 years. She worked for a Ford Motor Company, actually in Detroit, and she was like she was the head over human resources, and they moved her there for 6 years. So she lived over there for a while when I was younger. So I didn't really get to experience it like the rest of my family members, but yeah,
Oh, so they went without you.
pretty much, yeah.
Shade.
Yeah, yeah. She went over there. I think it was my grandfather, my aunt, I think my dad too, maybe. And yeah, they went over there, spent the holidays with her. I wasn't
And
invited.
what kind of shady mess is that?
Because now look at me. See, they should have invited me.
They should have said, come on, girl, come on.
Right.
We're gonna get you a ticket. Get on this plane. Get on this plane. Wow. Okay. Well, South Africa, I hear it's a great place to go. I really want to go. It's, culture rich, history rich. So a lot of things make me want to go there. I'm not looking forward to the flight, but you know, I'll take me some sleeping pills and I'll be good be good to go. So what is one thing about the sorority that you wish you knew more about?
Um, Honestly, I don't know because it's a lot of stuff I would like to know about. But if I had to narrow it down to one thing, I would definitely say like I guess firsthand how was with building up this organization, like
Mm-hmm.
actually planning and finding like all of that, like I feel would really tie everything together. Like we heard firsthand, like from the founders, like we did this, or their
Mm-hmm.
experience in depth about like being having to walk like through the Ku Klux Klan, like in their neighborhood and stuff, that type of stuff, and what motivated them to find this organization.
Yeah. Those are all good things, questions, and I think we got a little bit of that with the documentary that we saw. We did get some
Insight.
more inside details um about that. But of course, who doesn't want to sit at the feet of the founders and ask them a question or a lot of questions? I don't know. It wouldn't be just one. It would be like, okay, so then when y'all decided to do this, then what came after that?
Right.
And then what happened? It's like, I want to know. Give me all the details. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you there. So with all of everything that is out and about in these Greek life streets, on these college campuses, why was it Sigma for you?
Before I really say everything, I just wanted to preface this like it was always a win. It was never really an if situation with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to be a part of something bigger than myself. I wanted to be surrounded with women who have the same goals of bettering each other individually and making the world a greater place. And to end that, also because I am a legacy. So, like I said, it was never a if situation, it was always win for me. And yeah, so that's why it was Sigma for me. And I didn't realize like, I mean, coming into this, I never knew like what I was going to be able to do. Like,
Mm-hmm.
like what I was going to be able to contribute to the sisterhood. And I remember that being one of the questions in my interview, like, oh, what can you do for Sigma? Like, forget what Sigma can do for you. What can you do for Sigma? And I'm sitting there like, well, I can do this. But like just knowing that I was able to I shouldn't say was, but I'm able to execute the vision that others seen in me.
Mm-hmm.
Great feeling. Like I'm only about to be 2 years old. Like I crossed March of 2021. I'm not even 2 years in. And I really think, well, I shouldn't say I think, I know. I hit the yard running, like even on my campus, like I got sorority member of the year. I was the most active, most present around on campus, and
Mm-hmm.
always obviously representing Sigma Gamma Rho. And even during my time, like I was able to bring in 9 girls. Like, and to me, that's big because that's the largest line that has come through my chapter,
Okay.
So that's kind of big, but it all comes from visibility and being seen on campus, people coming up to you asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I feel like I am actually fulfilling my duties as a Sigma woman.
Listen, okay, don't let these undergrads fool y'all. All right. They came ready. They coming in the door ready. Okay. Ready. Y'all heard that. She ain't even 2 years in. And she already is a regional officer. She sits on a national board. In case y'all didn't know, the top 3 officers in every region, which is the Syntactics, UCC, and the YSC, sit on the International Board of Directors. Okay. She ain't even 2 yet. What what are y'all what's everybody else? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Get together, run for office. Do something. Be a chair. Sit on a committee. Do
Right.
something.
You
Something.
need to be in leadership if you want to see change. And that was my biggest thing too. Like out the gate, I knew like I didn't like this, and this. And that had to change, right? So
Mm-hmm. You heard her. She said, if you want to change something, you got to be in leadership.
yeah,
We've
don't be
heard that
talking from
on
the
here
sidelines.
before.
Like we have to stop talking from the sidelines or within just chapter members. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
want to see change, you have to put action behind that.
Yeah, I see. You and our previous YSC Sora Cannon, because
Mm-hmm.
yes. And like all the YSCs, like the outgoing YSCs, the incoming YSCs, y'all is on another level, okay? And I am here for all of it. I'm here for all of it. So we're going to wrap up with our last question. I don't have a countdown anymore because guess what? We are past Centennial at this point. So that countdown has concluded, but I am going to just highlight a couple of the shows that we have coming up starting in January. So with that, so our last question is the last question that I asked of everybody that is a guest on this show. If you could have a conversation with any of the founders, which one would you pick and what would you ask her?
I would say I found her, Mary Lou Allison Gardner Little.
Mm-hmm.
I would ask her, how does it feel to know that you're a founder of an organization that represents a sisterhood like no other? Like, feel, has to be a great feeling.
That's real, and that's a really good question too. And I'm pretty sure that on November 12th, all of the founders was in heaven, like, look at them down there, they having a good time. Look at look at that, what's going on? Look at all that blue and gold. It was amazing. It was wonderful. Yes. So that's a great question. We've had people on the show, had guests on the show, Sora's on the show, that have actually had conversations with some of the founders. And I always find it interesting that those that had conversation with some of the founders before they passed were interested in getting to know them and how the organization was running at that current moment, as opposed to answering questions about how everything got started. That just in and of itself fascinates me very much. So coming up in January, the start of January, the first episode that we have in January is called The Art of the Hustle. Hint, hint. So it's going to be about entrepreneurship. And I have three amazing sorors that are entrepreneurs that are going to come on, and we're going to talk about, everything dealing with entrepreneurship, ups and downs, good, bad, in between all of that. A couple of other shows that we have coming up. We're doing a show about social media. I have my legacy family. Thank you, Source, for everybody that sent me emails about the legacy episode. I appreciate you. And who I should reach out to have on the show for the legacy episode. I appreciate you. I have my legacy family secured. Thank you very much. We'll be talking about education. I have a special episode, two special episodes that I'm planning. One confirmed, one I'm still working on, but those will both be in June to close out the season. So there is that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, as always, you can email me at captivatingconversations@gmail.com. I will get back to you in a timely manner regarding those, about any other upcoming episodes or topics that you want to see discussed. So we'll be talking about education, have an episode talking about money, where we will have the treasurer for the city of Chicago that balances a budget in the billions. So I think she's like the best person to talk about money with because she knows what she's doing. So so she will be on the show. I'm very excited about that. So we got lots of shows coming up for next second half of the sorority year. So in the meantime, in between time, if you missed any of our episodes last season or any of the ones that we've had this season, please go back and watch. I do greatly appreciate it. I appreciate the feedback. And sorors, when they, see me and be like, hey, you do that show. Yes, I do. Thank you for watching, because if you all didn't watch, I wouldn't keep doing it. So thank you. Happy holidays. I'm wishing everybody a happy holiday, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, any holiday that you celebrate. Happy New Year. Be safe, not sorry. And we will see you all in 2023 as we continue to celebrate until we become 101, because that's what I'm doing. So we still got a whole till November 2023 to keep the party going. So I am your host, Sora Loyalty Bates, life member number 1704, and I want to thank our YSC, Sora Naraya Swails, for coming on the show. Enjoy your trips
Thank
while you
you.
off in Paris and, traveling around the world and stuff. Be safe. Be
I
safe.
will be safe.
Be safe. And Soras, I love you all. Thank you for watching. And we will be back at the top of January to talk about the art of the hustle. In the meantime, in between time, see you then. Bye.